Hello, and welcome to the Bookmap stream. We are live inside of the Bookmap server here on Discord, and I'll be sharing my screen. My camera I usually use for the live stream, so you can't see that, but no worries. And let's get it on. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for jumping on with Bookmap and order flow for Bitcoin, and hope you're having a wonderful day and you're staying blessed. Really appreciate you coming on into the Bookmap live stream. It's kind of a special moment. When I stream for Bookmap, I like it. It's interesting. You know, I only streamed with one other channel in the past. That was Cryptolifer, right? I opened up a trade at the very end of the stream, and my live stream just ended. I did open up a trade. That trade is in the money. So I do know a thing or two about reversals. We're going to take a look at what's happening here. We're going to break it down, and we're going to show you kind of what's going on. And I just send this out to my trading group. Okay. Bang. All right. So if you see the screen right now, I was watching Bitcoin. It was playing games. It kept losing the 1 hour 200 SMA. And honestly, I opened up a short this morning that paid out really fast. Took some profits. Then I opened up another one, and I ended up getting bagged out. This short here ended up, Then I kind of watched the market, and I saw this as an inverted head and shoulder. Okay. Right here. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. And I saw us get back above the 200 SMA. When I saw the double bottom here, I decided to long at 34,700. Why I longed right there? Because it was a double bottom. And in the last time I saw a double bottom below the 200 SMA, kind of like this, we boomed above. And so I was like, they're just playing with us. They're going to pump us back above. And so far, I'm up 8%, $40. Not a big trade. But if the trade continues to go up, I like it. First time I've seen 900 on this, I guess the highest we were is 931. And again, that's 7%. I mean, that's a good trade for the day for a lot of people. Let's take a look at Bookmap. You did that every day. You did that 10 times. You made $400 in a week or in 10 days, right? And then you could expand. But this is a falling wedge. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time of just playing the probabilities. See, the probabilities play out even when your emotions are, regardless whether you're freaking out or not, And so I did call this reversal for Bitcoin on my live stream, and it's nice to be spot on, right? And but the market was choppy this morning, and it was difficult for me to figure out because I had to be serious about the fact that the 200 SMA could tank us. All right, if I didn't warn my students like, hey, be careful when you lose the 200 SMA, things can get crazy. And I like to say we called it because I feel like the people on the stream with me are giving me the energy. So I want to make a call. You guys help me make that call to the upside. But shout out to anyone that did take the long on the live. And now let's look at liquidity. Let's talk about Bookmap, what we're here for, and how Bookmap may help us further up. So now look, I would stay in the long until we hit this order here at 35,860. Looks like we're getting in a massive move for Bitcoin back to the upside. And honestly, Bitcoin is bullish on the bigger time frames. I've been going over this over and over again. When the stochastics reset and price action goes up. So yeah, we had liquidity down here. We ate into it. And we got enough of a bite, it seems. We liquidated enough people. And now a massive short squeeze is beginning to ensue. A massive one. I mean, look at that. Wow. Wow. Is that really what just happened? My trade just absolutely exploded. Everybody, we just made massive gains. That's insane, right? Boom. Boom. Who here is, and this is why you use Bookmap. Blessings on blessings. We got volatility on the Bookmap stream. Let's go, baby. Oh my God. And what a massive short squeeze for Bitcoin. And I called this short squeeze, baby. I was long. I was long. What a massive move right there. Insane. Missing out if you're not at the Bookmap stream. Wow, and that's why I watch so much price action and I'm live so much. I get to take in so much of this insane behavior. And look what I just said to my trading group. I said the double bottom right above the 200 SMA tells me we're about to pump hard. I meant right below. Sorry. I've been like super tired today. Right below. I hope that makes sense. Because the last time I saw something like that, we did get a major short squeeze. Wow, they brought it right back down, though. It's like I should have taken my $100 so fast. No, I'm still up $100 on the trade, though. That thing went all the way up. Wow. And the 1 minute just getting started, that's a massive short squeeze. They got a lot of people scared today. They got them to open the shorts below the 200 SMA. See, I played it one level at a time. Just kept it kind of, just kept it cool. Wow, Bookmap. And, like, we see orders further up. Like, right as I said that, we see orders all the way up to 35,600, And this may be the last time we go below 35,000 again. Like, it looks like this is going to be a wrap. You know what I mean? This is insane. And, look, we have a huge order above us now. We're likely going to 36,000. That's just very likely. Bookmap has taken out the liquidity down here. That's not enough to want us to go lower. These guys got the bigger moves. They got the bigger liquidity. First level I would see to take a profit at is going to be 35,500. Then we have some other take profits. But this thing is about to moon. I called the moon on my channel. I called the moon in my trading group. I'm up 17% on the trade. I went over this. I talked about it. I just long Solana as well with 10K. I probably made a pretty penny on that move as well. I just want to kind of check the trade out. Yeah, I just long Solana. If I were to sell that move, maybe I didn't go in 10K. I think I went with 6K or 5K. Should have doubled it. But if I were to sell all of the Solana right now at limit price, I already made a good gain, right? I already made, $131. And I literally just opened that trade like a minute ago. So I just made $230 literally in the last, 10 minutes based on using technical analysis, understanding the data, understanding what was happening, seeing that we got back above the 200 SMA, and then boom, the bots just took right over. But it's just crazy. I just said this to my trading group, and this is why people pay $99 a month. I'm very accurate. I get to say I'm extremely accurate because I am. The double bottom right below the 200 SMA tells me we're about to pump hard, but you never know. I called the reversal on the second stream. Bang. I opened the trade too. So I said you never know, but whenever I say I never know, I show you that I'm in the trade. So I say I don't know what's going to happen to price action, but I'm willing to take a shot at it, right? Now that's the top of the channel. We're a bit overbought on the smaller time frames. However, whenever I go to take profits on these, I usually sell early. Nice pump to the upside for 220. This looks like it could continue. I mean, I want to see the 1 hour one more time and see what the 1 hour Stokes. Yeah, the 1 hour Stokes look like they still have legs to go. Let me look at the smaller time frame now. Now I want to look at a flag on the one. Yeah, so that's big. I mean, look at that. The 1 minute looks like it's just going to rise, man. Now I go to the 30 second. I really need the 5 second. Might even need the 1 second chart right now. And so I'm on the 5 second, and I mean, things are getting pretty hot and heavy right now. I would see a bigger move. And we got Bookmap telling us that we're going higher as well. I love Bookmap. It corroborates the story. I see my patterns. Bookmap says, hey, there's liquidity up here. So now I say, hey, this is a likely scalp to the upside on the 5 second chart. Target is going to be 35,551 for Bitcoin. Look at the massive short squeeze. Oh my God. Woo! And look how Bookmap is coming through for us, showing you where the liquidations are occurring. Liquidations are good places to take some little profits off the table too. But this is the most volatility I think we've ever had on a Bookmap stream, and I've done like 20 of them or 10 of them or something like that. I can't remember exactly. Wow, we did split the difference. We went all the way to this high right here at about 35,400. Now we're battling the threes. I would stay inside this little idea here and keep building on it. And this is why I'm the small time frame king, man. I could teach you about 5 second chart, 1 second chart. It doesn't matter really. I realize that our minds create the time, and like you can get information out of any single time frame that you want. But this thing is busy, baby. Look, there's a cup and handle there. There's a cup. That's a handle to the upside. We are getting a little bit of bearish divvy there, which tells me that may be the end of the rally. What a rally it was. That's a nice trade right there. Beautiful move to the upside. Shout out to anyone that took gains. 129%, 20% right there. And what I could do there is I could market sell 75% of the trade and take that off the table, take the $100, realize the $100, right? And then see if the trade continues to the upside. If not, I can always just take out. I'm already up, and we'll see where that goes, right? It should show you the realized gain on the right, right? Because I just took profits. I don't know why it didn't, but I sold most of my trade, as you can see. But I can still stay in the trade and let it run. I want to teach you guys these concepts. Now, I'm heavy in spot right now too, and wow, Sol just broke out, and wow, this is amazing. And again, it could be a bull trap, and they could flip us the other way. It's been acting like a false move Monday today. But I'll be honest, that's probably the last time we go below 35K. That may be the last time we tussle with the 200 SMA as well, because, I mean, they just keep playing with the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame and making it look like we're not going to hold 35K. And then, funny, today they made it look like it was going to be a pretty nasty day, and then they reversed the price right back to the upside. I did catch that reversal. Unbelievable. And I still don't know how I do it. Like, I don't know how I just called that. Like, I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I called it. I just got in at 34,700, and literally the price took off immediately. I called the double bottom on that 1 hour time frame, and I decided to get in underneath the 200 SMA. And this is how I was able to see the charts. I also saw a falling wedge likely to break back to the upside. And I also saw this inverted head and shoulders. So there was a bunch of bullish stuff for me, but it was really, you see this double bottom? And I knew once we got above the 200 SMA, we would soar pretty fast. And I wanted to be preemptive of it. Every time I say I'm going to grab it, I don't. Dude, look at this massive short squeeze. All the way up to 35.4 almost. We're getting up there. And you can see there's liquidity. They want it. And this guy's up at 36,000. That's the biggest bar. A lot of times we frothed over. Ooh, a guy came in with more liquidity. Ooh, look at this. This liquidity just got added. We see this big. See, they wasn't here before. Now they want to get in. They want 36,000. Bookmap is likely going to take us all the way to $36,000. I've solidified profits in the trade. I can stay in the trade and continue to make gains scot-free and let it rock. Bang, 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 bang. In at 34.7. Dude, making the call for the trading group, making sure that each and every one of you get positive, basically get, information you can count on. You know what I mean? And what a beautiful day it is to be alive. And then all our other longs that we went over are likely to play out too. The Caspa pump is likely to pump. All the other things that we talked about are looking lovely to the upside. So amazing what we're seeing here in the charts, right? And there's 35.4 now. And I see 36,000. I just don't see why we won't. There's just not enough liquidity to coax us back down. This guy really wants to eat. I don't see how we don't get there. The smaller time frames are what I have to do to figure out what's happening to price action. All right, now we're in another flag, low stochastic. We just did this on that meme coin today. This is exactly, you can learn how to trade anything by learning how to trade anything, right? It doesn't have to be a perfect flag, but that's a flag that's likely to continue. Then we have the, so touching the 21, low stoke, inside of a flag, no real bearish div. I see why this can continue to 35,600. That's my next target. Kind of a shoulder, a head, and a little right shoulder there too that could give us a move. Not seeing any real bearish divergence tells me that it could play out. And again, this is the 5-second chart. Just take it with a grain of salt, like anything can happen. But TA is TA, man. That's a beautiful ascending triangle about to break to the upside yet again for possibly another massive move to the upside. Don't get greedy. Whenever I get greedy, that's when things don't pan out. What a nice move for Bitcoin. Oh my gosh, 35,004 now. And again, it's the 5-second chart. Don't hold me to it. It's kind of an M pattern double top there. If we can't bounce soon, yeah, we're starting to lose the pattern in my humble opinion. Right? Oversold in the 5-second though. Let me take a look at the other time frames. Really beat up on the 15. The 7 just absolutely exploded, getting wicked back down. Nice pump above the 200 SMA. I would stick on the smaller time frame to kind of figure out what we're doing. 30-second chart looks better to me. The 5 seconds a little too small for me. Like it's almost too erratic. And I tend to sell early. Like if I sell my position, I tend to sell early. Happens to me all the time. Wow, we have 86 people watching the live. I mean, this is out of control, right? I should be on my own channel. I'd probably sell more Bookmap right now on my own channel. I'd help Bookmap out even better right now. But yeah, it's funny. Bookmap, I'd sell more Bookmaps if I was on my own channel right now. Yo all, I'm here. Only guy to beat from Tom's Screen. Don't trade Bitcoin. Only guy here from Tom's Screen. I don't trade Bitcoin. Thank you, man. The difference between Bookmap streamers are just insane. This guy pumping when others are literally just humbly giving out the lessons for free. This guy, why would you do that, man? You know what? I work every single day of my life. Those other Bookmap streamers, I don't think they work every day. They don't have live streams with 800 people in them, and they haven't made calls like cake at 46 cents. I actually have a reputation. There's a reason why people pay me $99 a month. Before I even charged any money, I made countless people around the world. I gave them education. They made hundreds and thousands of dollars. People pay me $99 because I deserve it, because I've worked for it. If you ever come to a Bookmap stream again and be disrespectful to a Bookmap streamer, we will have you removed. I'm going to block you from the stream, and I hope to never see you again. God bless you, and have a great day. Please don't ever disrespect me on a Bookmap stream ever again for the rest of your life. Amen. I get the respect I deserve. Don't ever call me the words you called me. Don't ever disrespect me negatively like that again for the rest of your life. All right. I'm going to move on. All right. Moving on. Bro, just don't know you. So much value on his channel, and the group bros lost. And the group bros lost. Yeah, missed your morning stream, but I'm glad we can get more content from you. Thank you. Thank you. So now that you've touched the 21-day moving average, you're likely, hopefully, to possibly get a continuation move here out of this flag. And this will get us to the next liquidity grab that Bookmap is telling us, at 35,006. It's just telling us that it wants to get there. It's deep red. I don't see how we don't get to 36,000. We're battling right now. I get it. But this is, that's a pullback. Now, shoulder, head, right shoulder. You don't want to see a kind of a right shoulder, and you don't want to see an M pattern, right? We're going to have to break through this resistance to remain bullish. But the low Stokes, and then remember, always keep your hidden bullish divergence online. Always remember hidden bullish, okay? They outside looking in and jealous. Yeah, that's what happens, man. It's okay. I get it. We're super successful. We call Bitcoin almost every single day. We're one of the most extremely accurate people on you. The reason why Bookmap wanted me to stream with them is because they said that I was one of the most accurate people they'd ever seen. Don't you ever come to Bookmap stream talking Matt, looking like you wish you could trade. I know, right? Don't you ever... But it's so weird someone would come and try to do that on it's just so horrible, man. There's so many low frequency people out there, and I have to deal with it every single day. It gets old after a while. It really does. Possibly a 1.3% gain here. This should make a move because of the hidden bullish. I don't see why we won't pump further to the upside. Measured move takes you to 35,008, and then this could be the bigger pump for Bitcoin as it really starts to get released here off of from this. They've been holding it down. Really excited to see where Bitcoin's going. Really excited to see my other bags continue to pump here. And wow, I made a perfect buy on Solana at the exact right time. Last time I bought Solana, I bought it at the exact right time again too. It just made sense to me. The chart was speaking to me. And remember, Solana follows. So I saw this beautiful bull pennant, tight moving averages. Everything was looking for a move. And even the daily and the 12-hour are ready to pump. When the 12-hour and the 22 look good and you're in a tight pennant like that, very interesting price action, right? So this is what I didn't want. I didn't want that kind of right shoulder, because now you have a shoulder head, kind of right shoulder, all right? And what you're looking for is some bearish div. You do have bearish div now on the 30. You have swing down while that swings up. Tells you that could be the end of a rally, because that means you had a good liquidation event, all right? Divergence means there was liquidations. This divergence was the liquidation that we saw, right? So, and again, the trade may continue. I like to close my trades and call it a day, right? And I usually just hit last, hit close long, and then I take my long, right? I'll wait, and we could continue to pump. We should go to 36,000. I just like to take my trade. I don't have to be in every trade. And I saw that we hit a resistance with a bit of bearish div, shoulder, head, and a shoulder. This may come back down and retest 34.8 now, 34.5. And they've also been making crazy, crazy moves today. So what's up with some people today? I don't know, man. I don't know. Just really, really rude. Don't you ever go, yeah. And honestly, the other people don't have a trading group. The other people didn't make people hundreds of thousands of dollars throughout the world. Or maybe they did. I don't know. I don't compare myself to other people. I know what I've done, and I know who I am. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? Hit the like, hit that like. Love is love. Shout out to Stack with Change, boosted frequency, after hours investing, and everybody here on the Bookmap stream. And the fact that we just watched that liquidity grab on Bookmap, and I got to be live with my peoples with that. What a blessing, right? Blessings. And I called the reversal at 35.7, took profits at 35.4, 35.5. Again, this could make a nice bull pennant. The stochastic suggests we could go higher. All right. So what I can do too is I can just look at this. There is hidden bullish, which tells me we should pump. And Bookmap says we should go higher, right? I just build my trades with risk involved, risk management always on my mind. Proper risk management is the key to trading, okay? I like this consolidation now. I'd like it to continue. I like it to be a little more like this, though, and kind of really square itself away, not get so tight. That'll be good. That'll mean it's starting to make a new base for its next bigger pump. And it's good when it makes a base, because when you keep pumping high, then you get a massive down. When you make a base, you set precedent for your next move, right? You kind of like, you know, it's like setting up camp for your next big pump. I really like this swing up to swing up and this swing down on the RSI. It's telling me that we're likely going to get a move to the upside, right? Watching those short liquidations, there's just nothing better than it on Bookmap. You guys are the Bookmap we love. Like, it's just awesome. Bookmap just absolutely nails it every time, you know. And again, now we see massive liquidity up here. It's very likely this will pump to the upside. There's no guarantees. There could be a grab. You never know, but there's very likely. I'm going to start to look at this and see if I can get myself in on a snipe trade. The 1 hour still has some momentum. All right, so let's see. Do they have the 1 second and the 30 second, which is, you know, so let me try to find that flag that I'm drawing now. So this is the flag that I'm drawing on the 30-second chart on the 1 second, okay? So I'm using multiple time frames to find out where I am in price action, and that's okay as long as you can kind of grasp it. I'm a visual guy, and I have some pattern recognition and stuff like that, so I can remember where I was inside of the 1 minute and the daily. I also see this as kind of a shoulder, a head, and a couple right shoulders. You never know. We're getting tight. You want us to get back above. Do I have my MMA? Yeah, my 200 MMA is right there too. Let's take a look. And so, look, we lost the 200 SMMA, the weighted. Whenever we lose the weighted, it does tend to drop a little bit. Now we're going to get back above. We bounced off the channel. And there's no need to chase. I felt like I sold at a pretty good point, right? And I want to teach you, each and every one of you, how to take profits. Do not live in fear. Everyone thinks it's going to keep going, so they stay in the trade, and then they never make anything because they're like, oh, the whole time they're always dreaming for more. I'm up 200, but I want to make the 500. If you make $100 5 times, you will make the 500. If you wait for 500 every time and then you go back down, you may end up losing money. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but the idea is, you know, you got to get a system in place and follow it. You can't just do whatever you want. You can't be willy-nilly. If you do that, you will pay the price for it. Eventually, you will not become a trader. You'll be someone that used to trade, all right? I never want to become someone that used to trade. I want to trade for the rest of my life till I'm 70 years old. I do not want to stop, okay? I do not want to stop. And you're here when you give your uninformed opinion. Respect yourself, plus Lifer. Yeah. Ignorance is bliss. Only speak on what you know. The track record of Lifer is cemented digitally and literally in people's lives and testimonials. It's a reason he's with Bookmap. And you're here where you give your uninformed opinion. Respect yourself. +1 for the Lifer. Thank you, Stack. That was the most eloquently anyone could have kind of, you know, reverberated at a troll. You know I'm getting bigger when the trolls are coming out hard, you know. You know, I'm a little flashy. I'm the Cryptolifer, man. You know, I'm not like all these other guys online. I got my own kind of thing going on here. Could this do a nice Adam and Eve double bottom? There's a chance. Now you have a low, you have a high, you have a low, you have a lower low. You must break this to keep the trend alive. Low stochastics kicking it, but the bigger time frames, and we might want to get out of the 30-second. But the 30-second did show the bearish div. Things started to fall to the downside. Once you lose this, now you're likely to drop. See that? Or at least make a flag. So here. And remember, I didn't get back inside the trade. I kept watching it, and I didn't see the confirmations of what I wanted that pattern to fill out nicely. Had this pattern really made a beautiful bull pennant, would have been a better idea. That's why I projected into the future to see if it was going to do that. It did not. And I felt like we made a good sell, man. Good sell, everybody there on the charts. I had a feeling it may continue up there, and there still is that liquidity up there. It's like we're not done yet. But what a flush. They just, and today they're really going after people, man. If you didn't have your set idea and stuck with it, they're rocking people left and right. That's just what they're doing. Pretty insane on the price action. So now I have no trade open. I did what I did. I opened that trade on the live stream. Didn't take too long. Did Solana retrace back? No. See, these coins I just feel like they're going to break. Solana, that's a clean breakout. I caught myself a breakout there for Solana. The 4 hours looking like it's going to continue. That's a big candle in the 4 hour, right? We haven't seen one that big literally since like right here on October 31st. Like that's one of the bigger candles we've seen it's been literally 1, 2, and nothing has been that big as this one. And it hasn't closed yet. It will close in an hour and 30 minutes. So I don't want to jinx it, but the stochastics, show that this could close nicely. And I felt it was time to get back into Solana, and I threw my bags back in. I already made a couple grand. So, hey, they bought half my bags. God bless you. My trading skills bought half my bags of Solana. That's why I love trading. They build my long-term positions. I trade for long-term positions. That's my goal in life. Like, I'm a long-term investor. I'm really not a day trader. I've turned myself into a day trader only to feed my long-term investing, right? You get it? Like, so in my mind, I'm always working to long-term invest. This is just kind of the busy work while I shovel cash out of the market and send it back into my long-term investments. It also gives me a goal, and it also helps me take profits because I'm stuck on the idea. I got to take the money. I got to have the money for my long-term investments. If I'm up, I got to make sure I'm up, right? Let's make this the most watched Bookmap stream they've had all week long. Let's show them how strong this community is. Send this to your family and friends. Let everybody know I'm on Bookmap, baby. Let's go, all right? So what happened? How come we couldn't get to this liquidity zone? Let's open up and see what's happening on the, right where we're at. Wow, so now they're going after whoever longed with too much leverage. Might have been too many people with 100x that wanted to get, and we still got a little bar of liquidity, but it really doesn't say there's enough. So right here, we could go to 34.5. We could go back to 34,000. Crazy, right? I find that just insane. As price action just keeps playing these games. Again, 34K is still an amazing price action, but 34.5 is an area we really don't want to lose, and 34.250 is an area we really don't want to lose either. So it tells me that, there's either way Bookmap could go. Still a little closer liquidity to the upside here. Still looks like it wants to run up. I'd be surprised if we don't eat the $36,000 order first. It's the biggest one that really wants to fill. We just got to find our way in here and see what's happening. Right now, we're watching this flag on the 1, and what you want is hidden bullish divergence, and you're getting it because you're getting this point to this point in a downtrend, while this point to this point is in an uptrend. It's a really good sign, and the stochastics are low. I like that. That's, that is a recipe for love and for gains, you know what I mean? For trading love, But I like what I'm seeing here for Bookmap on this 1 minute time frame. This could be, or on trading view, this for Bitcoin, this could be the next move. Smart way is to wait for the breakout at least to get above this resistance and then grab right here at about 35,242 and then run it up to about 35.7 to 36,000. So here's a possible next scalp trade that we're looking at. Okay, we getting the liquidity, we're getting some volume, and we're getting some movement. At 1:32 p.m. too, it's pretty awesome that we're starting to get the pumps, right? Don't forget to like. Yeah. Thank you. Got in the flag, looking to add on the bullish retest. Interesting. So let me take a look at this trade now and see what I see here. I'll go to the 1 minute. I delete everything. And I want to build this out before it's too late. I feel like this mouse broke. That's a nice little flag, right? We know there's liquidity above us. We can see. We know our divergences. Okay. I want my risk. Sometimes I enter the trade and then I set the risk later because I just have a feeling we're going to move and I don't want to miss the entry. Depends on what I'm doing that day and how it's going. I don't want to lose what I got. Like, I don't want to give back my gains of the day, so I like to risk less if I continue to trade smaller time frames. It depends on how the trade looks, too, though, or the situation. So 35,848 is going to be my target, all right? And my stop loss is going to be somewhere like 35,038. Yeah, make sure that's correct. Let me get my glasses on. I'm getting old and my eyesight's getting worse. 35,038. 35,038. All right. I'm still not sold on the trade because this, I'm seeing that the bigger time frames may be a little overbought. So I'm still not sold on the trade yet. I'd like to see a divergence or something. A golden cross there on the 5 or the 21 crossing the 200 is a good sign. The fact that we got back above the 200 SMA, I'm like, oof, that's all I wanted today. Like, I did not want to lose the 200 SMA. I'm so long Bitcoin, you know what I mean? Yeah, today I decided to just let it ride, right? And look, I believe too, I got a Sol perp that we can add right now on Bookmap data, and I'm going to add that too. And let's take a look at Sol. And this is when we can get really, really excited, and we can start watching heavy volatility for Bookmap on Solana, right? Which I don't think you realize that I can get some, it doesn't have all the altcoins, but has the major ones that matter, right? And we can really start to see now. Orders up to 43.9, orders up into 44,000. I see a short squeeze for Solana into that $44,000 area. Just not, more liquidity above us for sure than to the upside. Look at that. And who said we were just going to do Bitcoin on this? You didn't know we could do Solana, Bookmap, baby. But bang, bang, bang. And this also solidifies that we're going to probably pump on Solana into these higher areas. Is there any big whales up? The biggest order's up here at 44. That can carry us up, get the breakout. And then this guy sitting at 45. Right, so our biggest really order for Solana is right up there, which tells us that 45 is probably likely going to get hit. All right, for Sol. Let's jump back into Bitcoin. They run simultaneously. No worries. This is starting to break out. Let me look at it on the chart. Looks okay. Bookmap says we can get it. Do I want to take a shot and re-risk again? I'll risk 44 for 130 and see what we get. All right. That way, if I do lose, I only lose half of what I just lost. I keep myself in profits, and then I can kind of generally continue to add. Now, you can make 50 of these, 20 of these trades a day. You can make $2,000 in one day. So even though I only made $140 a trade or here and there, remember, these are small time frames. If you sit at the computer most of the day, you can get a lot of these, and I think I'm down now pretty much. I'm down a bean. We'll see where this goes, a buck a bean. All right. I don't like to stare at my futures trades. I feel like it jinx them. When I leave them alone, I like to I set my stop. I don't want my emotions to get involved in the trade. I just want the trade to do its thing. I don't even want to look at it. I don't even want the quantum theory of physics to get involved, right? When you look at something like, is it a wave or is it a particle or is it a wave? You guys know the double slit theory, right? Everyone here? Who here knows the double slit theory? I want to see how many people understand that concept. It's a great day. 3 live from Sammy today. Man, I guess, because I had to come back for the secondary one. XRP. You're funny. How about XRP, please? XRP is probably going to follow Bitcoin, right? Do they have XRP on the stack, though? Let me see. They probably do. You'd think they would. Let's see. They do. I've added XRP to Bookmap, too. All right. So now I got Sol, XRP. I even got some Doji liquidity up here too as well. Bookmap's screaming that 36K is coming. Many times when it gives us a big order up there, we go to it, like 90% of the time. Wow, let's take a look here. So massive liquidity on either end for XRP, all right? To me, it's the TA. But look, the big red order there, 68 cents, 69 cents. It tells us we can definitely get a short squeeze up to 69, 68. The buys aren't as, you don't have as much liquidity volume. Yeah, we should be up in the long now, technically, right? Yeah, we're up a little bit, but not enough. Just a little bit. Look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. I mean, it looks really nice here on the 1 minute chart as it's kind of belaying to the right and to the left. We get still, and it's the hidden bullish that keeps me going. Whenever I see the RSI pointing down and this moving up on a small time frame after a massive rush up, it tells me we're likely going to get another massive rush up. Like, you know, and again, I could be wrong. I'm not trying to tell you I'm 100% everything I say is right, but this shows this is a very likely scenario for Bitcoin, a very likely scenario that I see happening many times. All right. So this is just one thing that we want to like stay on and watch. And if we miss this, it's like, well, you missed some hidden bullish, which is like really the one that you want to grab. So, and when I started doing divergences, I didn't know my bearish or bullish too well. I really didn't, but I was really good at hidden. So now that I still do divergences, hidden will always be like my go-to. It's like if you're a little kid and you had a dog as a friend, you'd always be close with that dog, you know? Not the best example, but it's, you know. Yeah, you don't want to overwhelm yourself if you already exercised your educated decision. Set it and forget it for a bit. Exactly. Is Casp in Bookmap? I don't think so, no. Not every coin is, you know. Trust me, though, the TA is just as solid. You know, the TA will tell you what Bookmap's likely going to do. Together, they work in tandem. You know, Bookmap just makes you look like a magician. You can just see things before they happen. All right. You want to start always projecting the idea, like, are we making this, you know? This would be nice. Can we bounce up and consolidate somewhat here? Key idea, though, is you pumped up so fast from this level that if you lose it, you're going to drop. So if you come here and retest, you're going to drop pretty fast because you pumped up pretty fast. You know, kind of will have some Bart Simpson vibes. I personally don't really feel like trading anymore because I like the trade that I took. I'm a little over trading right now just because I'm live with you guys. A lot of times my live pushes me to overtrade, or just my own profession, right? Because I'm always out here in front of people. I did call this long for Solana in the trading group. It took a massive pump up. Looks beautiful. Should have been 10K. I made it 5K, but it's okay. No, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I'm super excited. God got me right where I need to be. God placed me right in Solana, you know, or had me trading, whatever. You know, I don't want to say it. But wow, man, Ordi on the radar stack. Just noticed Bitcoin KuCoin prep chart was also on Max C1X. And Ordi would finally go all the way to that like third. Wow, man. Shout out to Stack. Massive gains for Stack, man. And so what's weird is like, why aren't we going up to this liquidity? Why are we dwindling? Well, you still see some bags here at 34.5 and 34.100. And they keep getting people's hopes up too. My thing, that's why I'm a strict subscriber of the 1 hour 200 SMA, because to me, it's all about that. Let's do another cool thing. What I want to do is I want to open up the charts with you, take off all my drawings for a split second, and I want to take you through all the different 200. So there's the 1 hour above. Look out, once you close a candle above the 200 SMA, you open up a long with a stop on the other side. Boom, right? And I showed you, and I sold pretty close to the top there in the 400 area, right? So now, and look, double bottom. It was a clean double bottom. See the double bottom? I got in right there at 34.7 because I could see it was a double bottom. Even though we were below the 200 SMA, very risky for me to do. That's something I usually don't do. I front run the fact that we would get above it. Once I saw the double bottom, I said, oh, that's going to push us above, and then we'll get a huge, like my brain did something that I never did before. It went, oh, that's a double bottom. You're going to get above. And then I said, front run the golden cross. And you'll probably, I mean, front run, I should call this something. The Sammy cross, I don't know, but once you get above the 200 SMA, the lifer cross, or whatever you want to call it, you get a move, right? So nice move. Let's go further back. I want to see if we're getting rejected by any 200 SMAs. No, well above on the 15, well above on the 5, 1 hour. Look at this. I mean, the 5 minute looks really bullish. It's about to get a bullish. The 5 minute's about to get a golden cross. I'm going to stay inside my trade. It looks like this trade is going to play out. Because you got a 5 minute golden cross. The 1 minute looks nice. Highly likely this is going to somehow find its way to pump. You don't know how exactly. I'm not a magician. I don't know the future. But I'm going to stick to my long here. And because the 5 minute looks very, very interesting. And what I like about the 5 minute is this golden cross. The 50 about to cross the 200 SMA. It's a very, very interesting sign of a possible bigger move. And we got this inside a flag here on the 5-2 as well. We can get rid of this for now. We don't really truly need it. My projections can be convoluted at times. But there is that hidden bullish too on the 1 minute. And this is kind of where we stand, right? The only thing I don't like is it's got like some descending triangle vibes in a way, but you almost have no choice but to align it like so. Pretty strange. I see it look, but what I see too, which no one else might see, is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder to the upside. Like if you go to the smaller time frames, it'll be more apparent, you know. Now resistance. Bitcoin has to break above here and retest or get back above 35,250. If you can't do that, expect more downside. So like once we get up to here, once we breach that, oh my God, it's likely we're gonna get our move. So we're looking to get back above 35,246 for the move to the upside. All right. And now Bookmap's got a little more stretched liquidity. Like, see how this turned more yellow here? It's trying to tell us it can lead us. It's like giving us steps to the move. I see a massive short squeeze about to happen again. I would watch my chart. I would watch my shorts. I would not be shorting Bitcoin right now. There's a bunch of people that are in shorts, and if they were watching me, they would be getting out. But they probably are like, no, I know what the market's going to do. I see, before it happens, I can see a short squeeze about to happen right now. Right now. At 1:45 p.m. And it's funny that they started moving the market before the 2 p.m. liquidity grind. Between 2 and 3, there's usually a liquidity grab or an injection of liquidity into the market as well. Come on, baby. Give me the short squeeze. Don't make me look foolish here. Let me get the breakout. All right, so we broke above resistance on Bitcoin. All right. That's what we wanted. I played my support and resistance. Now you would basically play the fact that you got above resistance. Beautiful move, right? And then there's the squeeze that we asked for all the way to 310. I told you it was coming before it happened. I did this live on trading the other day, right? On Trading Wars, you know. So far, we've ran Monday's high and are back below. So you don't want to overwhelm yourself if you've already exercised your educated decision. Set it and forget. Oh, yeah. Wow, that's all. We haven't any yet. But look at the pump, and we caught the pump. I just called the squeeze for you to the upside. That's how you make more gains again, stacking more gains. Just keep compounding the wins over and over and over again. I mean, this is just exceptional trading. You can't beat this. And Bookmap showing us the liquidity. There was really no reason to give up. I don't see why we can't get to 35,600, even up into this 36K region. But this is how we start to get there. We start to build these squeezes. And we stayed on this. Look how we stayed on this. And I eventually was able to kind of find my piece for the move. All right. Now here we're at another resistance. We're going to have to break above this. Could be a key place to take some profit if you were in a heavy scalp. I hope to be half as good as you are one day. I will, brother. Just time. Yeah, I could kiss you, life. But you got to have the passion for it. You do have to have the passion. I don't know where I got passion for life, and I get passion for winning, and I like winning, and I like taking control, and I like being my own boss, and I like making my own money, and I don't want to rely on anyone else for things that I need. I don't want to have to go to a job to ask for payment. I want to make my own payments from my own wealth. I want to make my own movement from inside of me, you know. Did anyone take a trade right now, and are you in the money? I did. Did anyone take a trade, and are you in the money? I gave you a live trade here on Bookmap again. I called the short squeeze again for you. Like this is, you know, it's sad that we only have how many people here now today? 114, but I mean, this is the place to be, right? If I'm on, there's a short squeeze happening. Yeah, missing this stream is just a bad idea. We're banging on them to the upside. All right. Even though I hit up Leverage Masters, guys, like banging on them, man, right now. You know what I mean? It's funny, Master Friend went live. Maybe I try not to go live when I go live on Bookmap, you know, but whatever you want, man. We have two different settings of people, but, you know, they may have all just missed an, you know, beautiful trade, you know. So, anyway. I'm up 40%. You're truly an inspiration. I'm in, Sammy, up 25%. It's ripping. Much appreciated. Yep. There you go. And this thing is going to moon, man. And now, like, we really do need these small time frames because I need to see these little flags, right? I want to watch this. And this is how you dissect price action from this is it. Like, you can use any time frame you want. It all follows the rules, all right? See, just what Sammy just said about making his own money. You really need to be moved by what he's truly saying. I'm in the same boat and will be a great trader. Soon I will quit my second job. Amen. Look, there's a strong bearish divergence now. That would tell me to get out of the trade. I would get out. All right. And I almost don't have time. Market, close the long. I'm done for 33. Why did I get out just there? Because I saw a massive divergence, and that's usually going to, in shoulder, head and shoulder. And I could be wrong. Watch it pump out of control. I don't mind as long as I'm taking gains. You see? And I want to teach you how to make money and be okay if the market continues to go. There's always another trade. Repeat after me, everybody. And this is the hardest thing for beginners to realize. There's always another trade. Shout out to Rave Song. Rave, we did it, man. Thank you for coming on in. We just made a massive call for Bitcoin. And this was remember I got in at 34.7 on the live stream, and now boom. And now look, we're getting this massive liquidity grab. I do tend to sell early. That's what I do. But, I saw a massive bearish div here, right? That's still continuing, which tells me that we're probably going to get some type of pullback, or that's parabolic, right? So now, hold on. Let me get rid of this for a second. Let me build the scenario here. Oh, yeah. So now we need to make another flag. I could maybe enter this flag again, right? Let's take a look at what happened on the 1 minute. Beautiful pump to the upside. We called it. We gave you the stop loss and everything. Showed you how to trade with proper risk, how to always maintain where you're at, how to say, hey, I could lose and be ready for the loss and be able to maintain. 1 minute's also overbought now. And now you even have a bearish divergence on the 1 minute. Do you see? I believe that was a really good sell, and it's telling me that it's probably going to wind down a little bit. I got a lot of crypto, but I need a lot more. Shout out to my land, Lotmo. Shout out to 125. I want everybody in this live. I want to have it the biggest Bookmap live stream they've ever had. I want to blow the whole Bookmap YouTube channel. I want them to know how much you guys are the strongest community in the game, all right? So when I go to Bookmap and I look at their streams, right, and I go to videos or live, and I see, look, 295 views, we want to blow this away, right? We want to be the most viewed channel on Bookmap. Right there, 467. He got me, right? My man, J Trader got me by a bit. He got me by a couple hundred, all right? Here I am again, 469. I am, in the higher versions, but I want to be the top. I want to make you guys rip me to the upside. Let's go. 126 people watching. Look, 15 people watching. We're rocking it. And again, it's not a competition. This guy's really cool. I just, I want them to realize how we are the strongest community in the game. And, actions speak louder than words, right? We can say whatever we want. Let's be whoever. Let's make it happen. So, wow, all the way back to 500, 34.5. And, now we really have to start watching price action. So here we go now. And see, I have to dissect it into smaller time frames to be able to find my entries, because it's moving too fast to rely on the little time frame, on the bigger time frame. You're going to just see a pinned stochastics in a green candle, and you're not going to be able to get any probability out of that. It's likely that a bigger drop happens now. Let's take a look at Bookmap and see if there's any. Yeah, see? Now they're going to go after. Why? Because there's the bearish div. The bearish div is the high liquidation. The CVD went to 7,000. It's a really high CVD. For me personally, too, that's a high number. When the CVD gets high and I see a lot of liquidations, it tells me it's a good time to close my long and not be greedy, right? And I might have closed somewhere right here. We came up, we came back down. Now we watch the same scenario. Now this is a cup and handle. All right, so now we're making a cup and handle. And now this is where things get interesting, okay? I love this. Right at the end of the stream, I take a dog for a walk and I get out. I've been basically live. I start doing the updates around 7:30 in the morning. I scan the market usually for a half an hour first, so when I do my update, I have a pretty good understanding of what's happening. Lifer about space, since it mines using SHA-256 and it's Bitcoin L2, it's possible for big miners to use their old rigs on it. That's a good idea. And, I never realized that maybe an old miner could come in handy again on a smaller SHA-256 coin. Great call on ACH, Lifer. Love you, my mentor. Means a lot to me. Hey, Janie, man, Jaden, I love how much you care about me, man, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Sounds like you have a really good mom and dad, man. It sounds like you had a really good Maybe not. Maybe you're like, no, man, I got no. But it sounds like you had a great, just a good upbringing. You were raised with respect and love, and it shows, brother. It shows. You know, it dipped a little bit, but then it broke on out. I don't know if I made it a golden call on it. It did eventually pump. I don't know. I'm like seeing how it. But honestly, I mean, what you want to see it stay above this resistance and then continue. That's pretty interesting. So again, we made a perfect sell, right? Why? Because I saw bearish div and oversold stochastics. Bam. And now we could re-enter the trade again, and now we just keep locking in profits, right? This is the key. This is the key. This is what you want to be doing, all right? Always using a stop loss. Always making sure you're in proper risk management. Never using more than 1% of my portfolio per trade. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I can't tell you what to do, all right? All I can tell you is what is the most likely probabilities and what you're going to see. At this point, a Fibonacci is a good idea. We want to see the retracement areas that could be possible. So we pull our fib, all right? We could pull fib even from here, or I like to take it from this initial movement to the upside. Now the 30-second is low. Now you're touching the 21. Interesting. Let's look at our 1 minute. 1 minute's a summit coming resetting. Now we got ourselves a Sammy cup in handy, all right? Can I finish off the live stream for the last 5 minutes and nail this cup and handle to the upside? And we could stay a little later, I believe. I don't know. I've never asked Bookmap if I can do that. I don't know what my parameters are there, but I'm sure they're cool with me just kind of doing my thing. You know what I mean? But wow, like I'm using the knowledge to help other people not get wrecked. And then I'm watching people get wrecked on Bookmap. Like these people, they need our education. Like they all got wrecked here. Now, maybe they weren't. Maybe they got stopped out on break even or stopped out on profit. You never know. But people got stopped out here. $140,000 got lost, 39 accounts. These are liquidations. These people were obliterated. They're gone. You know, they're absolutely gone, right? Infamous Sammy Cup and Hattie. Yeah, the infamous, man. Like we are going to be known around the world, man. In the trading, people are going to know me around the world. I'll be walking to any city in the world. I'll walk into Seoul. I'll walk into Hong Kong. People are like, there's the Sammy Cup and Handy guy, you know? And look, there's your cup and handle starting to form. And what you want now is you want the hidden, just like we knew we were going to move. We knew we were going to make a high above this high. How do we know that? Because we had hidden bullish divergence. It told us that the trend would continue to the upside. Now what I do is I start making a bigger channel, and I start seeing that we're making this. And now I'm like, wow. Now I see now I start to build the bigger idea, and I can see that we're likely going up to 36,287. This makes sense to me now. Now I have a high, a low, a higher low. I'm in an uptrend, and now I have the hidden bullish. It tells me that I'm likely to probably be able to get in again onto this trade. Now I'm up like 140, right? Now I could risk like a $70 law, you know, on this idea, right? So here, so we come right back down, and honestly, I actually see that as the Fibonacci retracement right there where that candle left. And then boom. And that is a beautiful retracement, honestly, you know. I wanted to get in. I almost didn't have the chance as I was explaining this, but I like this cup and handle to the upside. Measured move is 35,925. Bookmap still has the liquidity up there, and now look, the liquidity is gone below. It's absolutely gone. It was there, now it's gone. So now it's like we're just like let free. I don't see how we don't go further to the upside. So now, but we still use proper risk management. Even if we feel like we know what's going to happen and we're so positive, and I never tell myself I know. I don't know. Anything could happen. What if there's an EMP right now, the whole market just changes? What if something happens? What if I am not a psychic, right? As much as I am in tune with the world and I have high instincts, I'm hypersensitive, and I definitely can feel things other people don't. And I can, you know, get a sense of where we're going and what's happening. I'm not a psychic. You know, I'm not. I don't know. And at any moment in time, this trade could go backwards, right? There's still a bearish divvy here. That swing up, the swing up. We could say, fine, it played out, though, and it hit the support of resistance. Support of resistance is stronger than the divergence. I've learned that. So once you have bearish div, look, resistance, you came back down to make support there. Boom. All right? My hand hurts right now from all the trading I did today. Like, my hand is killing me just from using the mouse all the time, you know? Obsessive compulsiveness with this charting. All right. So now you got a bigger idea. And again, the bigger time frames could get pinned. You know what I mean? Wow, my hand really hurts today. It's like I'm getting arthritis. I broke my hand when I was a kid in a fight. I did. And I have this huge calcium buildup here because I broke my metacarpal, right? I had a metacarpal fracture here. This bone was floating. It broke there and there, and it was just kind of like they put 2 pins in my arm. And so randomly at times, you can see that weird bump there. That's not supposed to be there. That's like a calcium buildup. My knuckle is receded. It's not really there anymore. As you can see, this knuckle, like you can see kind of knuckles. Here you can see like my hand just slopes. Hard to see, but there you can see it. I would just like, you see it from here, it's really weird. It's just like this knuckle is receded because when they replaced it, it kind of like they closed it like this, not like that. So they didn't close my hand better. And then they said we could re-break it and reform it. And I was just like, I'm going to just take this weird. So you messed me up. Like they should have done it straight, but when my muscle healed, so I get pain in my hand for years now. And that's what I get for punching. I had someone's cheekbone. Again, no, I was young going up in Boston. But, all right. And now I missed my entry, right? Well, I'm running my mouth. Cup and handle should blast to the upside. I like what I'm seeing. I'm going to enter the trade yet again. I messed up the risk a little bit because I knew where I needed to be. I needed to be in right there. Again, this is something where I would look and, all right. I'm just going to do this like express style because I don't even have the time to build it all. But I know what I'm doing. And then that bigger channel tells me we can get even higher, right? A risk-reward ratio. And again, I still have to remind myself that there's, that anything could happen. And I'm not 100% and I could lose, right? So here, we're going for now 3, 5, 9, 6, 7, okay? Who's having fun scalping with the lifer, baby? Who's having a blast? This is it. This is life, man. This is it. This is it. This is trading. You guys are watching it live in action here. And now we're back in again. Risk-reward ratio, ready to go. Let's see if we could take advantage of this next bigger move. And then what we want to see, and now you got the shorts just freaking out. And then you have the people on the side that are waiting to get in. So you have the buyers that were waiting to get in, and then you have the shorts getting squeezed. It's a double whammy for a price action pump for Bitcoin, And then we got Bookmap solidifying that we want 36,000. I would love us to get to 36,000 before the end of the stream. It would be pretty epic, right? But, that was a performance. Like, you guys just saw me take money off the table, learned how to get in and out of trades. You learned about hidden bullish divergence. You learned about divergences. You learned about the 21-day moving average. You learned how to make patterns. You learned how to use proper risk management using the long tool. You learned how to use Bookmap and read order flow. In the last hour, so much was, I did it, but you learned so much from the behavioral patterns of what I'm doing here, right? And again, this trade could play out. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I am not a soothsayer. I only can go on probabilities. Like, I have no other way of knowing how the trade will play out. Now it's starting to make a bit of a pennant here as we get tighter in the zone, and that's a little scalp trade right there. You can see that. Just wink, wink, wink. All right? And again, I could get stopped out. Anything is possible. Sometimes when I'm up nice and I see a trade kind of going down there, I might just take the trade off. Look at all the sevens. I might just take that trade right off the table and call it a day. You know what I mean? I lose all the time. When I lose, I don't lose a lot. Okay? Trust me. Like, I'm good at it. Like, I know how to just be like, all right, that's a cutoff. I'll cut that off. No worries. We should get this pump, though. Like, everything kind of is leaning towards the pump, but you never know. Specifically small time frames, too. I just like these low Stokes, and the hidden bullish really tells me, it's slightly hidden bullish, but that tells me we should get the move further up. We want to, and I kind of see it, like we should make this rising wedge, and then the rising wedge should blast all the way to the target at 35,287. 36. Then we'll be at 36,000, and that will kind of shut all the bears up. They'll be done. They'll have nothing else to say. We're solidly back above 35K. The more we do that, the more likely we are going to 40,000. And remember, let me look at a Bybit spot chart or whatever. I've been talking about this being a daily bull flag and being super, super bullish on it for a long time now. And I just wanted to make sure we didn't lose the 1 hour 200 SMA. As long as we don't lose that, golden. So 34.7 really probably was the trade of a lifetime. Might be the perfect position. That could be the bottom for the move all the way back up to 43.88. This is so likely to happen, all right? This is just what's happening. Price action is moving up. Well, the stochastics went down the whole time. I mean, if you don't realize, stochastics usually take price down. When stochastics reset and price goes sideways, I've been screaming at and again, I've been doing this for years and backtested it, so I know the data. Other people don't, and I see them making a move, and I'm like, but guys, like, can't you see this? It's so obvious to me. 4 hour even wants to run. The 4 hour is really bullish right now, as you can clearly see, and it's about to probably break out of this bigger channel. It really wants to get the bigger pump. So either we get here to resistance, or the way it has it says we can go even further up. Okay. So we enter the long here, right? I have somewhere to be too again? Oh, yeah. Wow, my days never stops, everyone. Like it is, I live an intense life. It really is just like, bum, 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 bum. So this is something that I had on a long-term trade, and I had it open for a while, and then it stopped. So I'm going to reopen this long-term trade. I cut it off when I lost the 200 SMA because that's my style. I wasn't going to let myself get bagged. I just wasn't. So 33,252 is my stop. My target is 43,810. All right. And this trade's struggling now down now. And see, I can lose too. The key is to wait, either get stopped out or wait, let it play out. You know, you can still say we're in this nice channel and it's still a cup and handle. But we did see some divergence there. It wasn't perfect, you know. I felt like I was over trading there a little bit. I had 2 wins in a row. Probably should have kept it. But you never know. We'll see. Get a bounce in 2 seconds, and this turns into a green trade. So now to keep this trade on, I have to like delete that for now, and I got to get over to the 12 or even the 8-hour time frame. And now it's almost like an ascending triangle, like which looks nicer too, like just more pleasing to the eye. I love that. I know I'm opening up a trade though. I'll be done in 1 second, okay? All right? What do you need? What do you need? All right. Like if you really need help, I'll be there, but like you explain it to me like it's a 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio right there, right? And you don't even have to be too deep. And we've defended that wick. So I like this. So 33, 3, 3, 0, which is weird. I didn't do that on purpose. That's crazy, the 33s. And then my take profit would be 44,705. We're likely to go probably to almost. We could go to 50K before. I mean, this is getting crazy, but. And I risked 200 for 900. Oh, I made a mistake here. Oh, man. That's so sad. All right. I know the trade already, so I don't need to build it, but I know the trade. It's 44,705 to 33333. I go to get a Bitcoin. I go to the USD perpetual, and that's where I have another set of funds, all right, that I can play off this here. And this really is the trade there too. Same idea that I had going on. I just have some bigger targets now. I grab at least the top one so I don't have to 1, 2, 3, 3, 0. And then I bring it all the way. And there, I risked 0, 2, so that's $600 for, because each one is 300, right, for $2,100. 74%, right? And we go from there. Could lower the leverage slightly to 10. And that's a trade that I let sit. Like, that's a long-term trade that should just sit. They didn't take the trade yet? Would I not have market on? Oh, my God. This is the most annoying thing. I tell you what. I don't know why they disappear when you go from limit to market. That's annoying for me personally. and then just mark it in. Make sure you revoke the order that's open. I feel like it took the trade, right? No, it didn't. It couldn't have. No, hold on 1 second. Market quantity cannot be less than, what is it? Yeah, I feel like there's a trade stuck in order positions. Hold on. I'm tired thinking about a bunch of things. I don't. What's going on? The funds are not there, but the position isn't there. Oh. Oh, yeah. All right, revoke. I was about to say yeah, see, that open order should have been there. I didn't see it, and that's what I didn't understand. See, that's what threw me off. Look, our trade's starting to move now. The other trade is up. See, we're starting to go. There. See, there you go. Now I have both trades open. That trade's hitting again. Let's go look at what's happening. Yeah, look, we're moving. We're moving. We filled ourselves out. We didn't get stopped out. We stayed true to the trade. And boom, now I got to take this trade on my phone and walk to get my kids. Everyone, I love you. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for coming to the Bookmap live stream. I hope I give you more and more value every single day. 35.5, baby. Yeah. Shout out to you all. That's 3 trades in a row on the live stream in front of you guys. Bang, 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 3 for 3. I love y'all. Have a great day. Be safe. Crypto is life. I love what I do, baby. And I know you can do it too. It's going to take a lot of discipline, a lot of mental discipline, a lot of physical discipline, working out, getting yourself right. I love you all. Thank you so much. God bless Bookmap. Thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you. Let's get Bookmap on the screen one more time. That liquidity is going, baby. And they're building more liquidity for us. Now there's a bar here, and there's more here, and we're going up. 36,000 on the way. You can see it happening. The shorts are about to get smashed. And we can see why. We can see it. We see the rising wedge. Rising wedges break up parabolically. And there's a bigger move coming here for Bitcoin. So God bless you all. Thank you for being here. And hey, I did it again. I did it again. The secret to success. You know what it is? Getting started.